This is set number 42174, Emirates Team New Zealand AC75 Yacht. The set was released in 2024. It contains 962 parts and weighs about 1484 grams. This set contains 6 numbered bags, 2 unnumbered bags, 2 plastic sheets, 1 sticker sheet and 1 booklet. The dimensions of the box are 28.2 by 45.6 by 8.8 centimeters. We start with the underside of the boat, where we use some inverted plate pieces. They are pretty new and they perfectly get the shape of the boat right. I'm very excited to see what these pieces are going to be used for in other sets. In the next part, we extended a little bit of the frame of the set and added the first part of the stand of the set. The stand will be fixed to the set, which means you can take the set off the stand. The stand also has some functionality. It has 2 levers on the sides, which are used to control the pneumatic functions of this set. The switches aren't connected properly yet, so the function feels a little bit wobbly at the moment, but this will be fixed in the next step. The stand is finished. We also reinforced it a little bit, and it has rubber paddings on the bottom for more grip. We also added a turning lever. This is used to control the big gear on top, which compresses the pump and gives the pneumatic function some pressure to function. In the next section, we reinforced the frame of the set. We also added some black gears to the sides of the big gear that compresses the pump. I don't know what for yet, but we'll probably see in the next steps. We also added a weird construction on top with 1 gear and a beam. I don't know what for it's yet, but I think it has something to do with the sails. We added some beams to the middle of the set to further reinforce the frame. We also added a gear to one of the black gears, which is connected to an axle and puts the motion to the sides. I don't know what's for yet, but my guesses are that it's for something like a fake engine that's also used in the real life version of the boat. We added something that looks like a fake engine, or perhaps some pedals that the team uses to power the yacht. When you turn the big gear, the pedals or fake engine doesn't always turn as smoothly, probably because of the rubber bands that have not enough friction, but most of the time they turn just fine. Bag 2 is finished and we added the first panels with stickers on them. The panels help to close up the fake engine slash pedals. Right now, I'm pretty certain that the loose beam will be used to connect one of the sails, because it hasn't been changed in a while. We've started on the pneumatic function of this set. It has 2 arms on the sides with wings attached to them that can be moved up and down using the big gear that compresses the pump we saw in the beginning. The up and down motion can be controlled using the levers on the sides of the stand. We extended the frame again and added a large piece that, in most cases, it's used for helicopter rotors, but has also been used in some cars and in this set too. We also added some more inverted plates to the front. You can't really see it that well, but they have a slight angle to them, and it's being caused by a red pin that's sticking out on the bottom that pushes the inverted plates down and creates that little angle. In the next part, we continued building the front of the ship. We used some beams and panels and created a interesting angle. We also used a piece that's normally used for cars and holding the tires in place. I was not expecting that piece in this set, but if we turn the set upside down, you can see the dark gray piece right there. Not a lot has happened in this section. We added some rows of small panels to both sides of the boat and a beam connecting them. Now that the front is finished, we started working on the back and extended the frame and used some inverted plate pieces. We also added some small panels at a slight angle with a fin on top and another small plate sticking out. We closed up the back by using some panels and inverted panels. We also added some more stickers and some system parts. That means that the underside is finished, and on top we have added some gears with a elastic in the middle that's connected to a pin, and it moves the loose beam we saw earlier. That means I was right, and the beam will be used to control one of the sails. We started working on a beam that will hold the sails in place. It's very long and has lots of pins connected to it. It also has some strings connected to it and some pieces in the middle. I think it's very unpractical and it's probably just for the aesthetics, but we will see if it has a function later. I didn't expect the strings in this set, but I think they will be used to hold the huge beam in place, and I'm interested to see how that's going to be done. I'm sorry that you can't see the full height of the set yet. This is because the camera is mounted on a tripod and I haven't moved it up. But at the end I will show the full set, of course. We've added the beam to the set and I must say it's really huge. We also attached the strings. I think it's very interesting how that is done. And we added some plastic axles to the front. This is probably where the front sail will be mounted on. In the next section, we added some more panels. We added some smaller panels to the side with some more stickers. They are on both sides, and in the middle we also have some of the smaller panels. If we turn the boat to the front, you can see that we also finished up the front with some panels, and now the front of the set is almost finished. I believe there's supposed to be something sticking out at the front of the ship, and after that the full body is finished. We used the first plastic sheet, and it's a fully black one. It covers up a beam connected to a spring, and it's used to move the beam from left to right. There are also supposed to be some ropes in the connected to the beam, but I tied them too fast, and now I can't get a axle through them. But in the final result, I will show the full set with the strings. We added the wings to the arms on the side of the boat, and they are controlled by the pneumatic function of the set. We also added the axle with a steering piece at the back. This is used to control the direction of the boat. And now the set is almost finished. After connecting the sails, the full set is finished and it's really tall. I believe I only have one place to put it because all the other spots aren't high enough. Those pieces I thought were useless aren't actually useless and are used to hold the sail in place. And so you see that almost every piece in a Lego Technic set has a function. Here you can see the rope I was talking about earlier. It's used to control the front sail and move it left to right. We have 2 points to rotate the rope and move the beam that's connected to the front sail left to right. At the back we have a similar mechanism to move the back sail, but this one uses a elastic. It is not as reliable as the rope because sometimes the elastic doesn't have enough friction, but it works good enough. The main function of the set is of course the pneumatic function. It's used to raise and lower the arm with the wing attached to it, just like in real life. The controls are built into the stand, which is connected to the set. At the back, we can see what I believe to be pedals, because they don't really look like fake engines. And in real life, these would be used to give the ship the power it needs. This was my video about set number 42174, and I hope you enjoyed it. The next video will be in 2 weeks, and this time I will make it in time. I am going to be honest, I was a little bit on the lazy side the past few weeks, but I'm still planning to continue making videos.